Good afternoon, Marabel.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Marabel Pabu. I'm 25 years old. I live in Forocdos, Bacat, Barobo, Surigao del Sur. I'm born on September 19, 1990. I'm a single mother. My
Oh,
daughter is Mary Ann Otelia, 6 years old.
okay, I have few questions for you to answer, so let's start. Why do you want to work as a maid?
I'm work help in my family and my kids.
Okay, why you choose Malaysia when there's a lot of other country?
The Malaysian country, humble and respectfully and honest.
Okay, how are you qualified for this job?
Mentally, physically fit.
Okay, may I know what is your educational level?
I'm first year high school, ma'am.
Okay, what is your recent experience?
I'm sales lead in Manila.
Have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose baby you taking care of?
My daughter, ma'am, and auntie daughter.
Okay, how about elderly people? Do you have experience of taking care of an elderly?
No, ma'am.
Are you willing to take care of an elderly people?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any other special skills?
Cleaning and gardening, ma'am.
Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Filipino foods, ma'am.
Like what?
Like tinola, like prito, and like paksiw.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores, which do you like most?
Taking baby, ma'am.
Okay. If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your kids?
My mother and my father.
Okay. You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning, and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing to use your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you are not allowed to hold it anymore. Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You're only allowed to bring normal phone and you are not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agree to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understand?
2 years, ma'am.
Can you describe for me your ethics, your attitude?
Uh, honest and hardworking, ma'am.
Okay. How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
Uh, I'm honest. I'm a finished contract, ma'am.
Okay. Can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
No, ma'am.
I repeat, can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
No, ma'am.
Yes or no? Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand the rules and regulations of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, example breast cancer or any other illness?
I'm finished contract, ma'am.
I repeat, do you have any history of sickness, example breast cancer or any other illness?
Yes, ma'am.